Oh,
Good evening and welcome to the Park and Recs Commission meeting on March 15th, 2022. And tonight we are missing Freddie only, correct? All right. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I did that backwards a little bit. All right, everyone get a chance to take a look at the minutes from last month.
yes.
Yes.
Any questions, comments, concerns? Can I get a motion to approve?
I'll motion that.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And those minutes are approved. Next is the vote for chair and vice chair, and we'll do chair first. And we'll take nominations, and if there's more than one nomination, we'll do a ballot. If there's only one nomination, then we'll close it and then do a motion to approve. So we'll open with nominations for chair. I'll nominate Steve Meyer.
I'll nominate Paul Lockhart.
Anyone else? All right, we'll close that, and since we have two, we'll need to do a ballot. And in front of you, you should have a ballot that you'll fill out. And we just slide them down the... No, if we can.
All right, the vote is 3-2, Paul Lockhart.
All right.
So
Now we
someone
need to make a
make
motion
Yeah,
to renew my
I motion.
second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that carries.
now we'll do the same for the vice.
Now we go to vice. We'll open it up the same way for nominations, and if there's more than one, we'll close it and do a ballot. If there's only one, we'll just do a motion.
I'll nominate Glenn.
I'll nominate Steve. Anyone else? All right, we'll
You make a
close.
motion for that, to nominate?
We got two.
Right, you have two, but you have to,
We were gonna close and do a ballot, right?
yeah, did you motion to close?
Oh, no, I haven't. I was just doing that. So you need a motion to close?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? All right, we can do ballots again.
Three votes for Glenn, 2 votes for Steve.
All right, we'll make a motion to approve Glenn as vice chair.
I motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Welcome aboard. All right. Next up, I'm assuming we're going to visit with Jim, that we're going to discuss Walton 5 through 8 and playground replacement.
Good evening, Chairman and Commissioners. For those of you that weren't at the last meeting, Jim Romanik, Public Works Manager. Tonight I'll be speaking a little bit about the Walton Ballfield 5 through 8 rewiring project. Little background information: it was approved as a capital project for 2022. So we've been, Superintendent Koesling and myself have been doing a little background research. We met with a representative from SEH engineering firm about a week and a half ago. He's going to help us come up with a plan for the project. Based on our estimates, we're going to be pretty close to our money that was budgeted. So we're looking to make sure that we're doing this effectively, not just cost effectively, but also the most effective for the end user, being the OAA as the user of the Ballfield outlets. So again, SEH is going to help us with the design and the coordination of this project, and they'll probably give us some assistance on bidding it as well, with some contractors that they think would be willing to do a project like this. So we're going to probably bring back a couple options after we meet with them as far as what type of plan we would do, how we would bury the conduit, whether we would direct bore it or open trench bury it. At this point, I think we'd be looking a little more at boring the line in, just because it's going to be during the season. So we want to cause as little disruption as possible to the ball players. So right now we're in the process of waiting for them to come back with a proposal on what their services would cost us, and then we'd be moving forward with that. So I would entertain any questions about that project if there are any.
I'm assuming we're budgeting approximately 40,000 for that one?
That was what was in the capital improvement program for this year. And with the price increases that we've seen across the board with construction and labor, it's going to be a pretty tight project. So like I say, we're trying to come up with some creative ways to do the project and still come up with the best results possible. So
I know in previous years, talking with Brian, there was a contingency fund that we had for miscellaneous items, whether it be a swing set or something at a certain park. And it was about $15,000, but we had only used it twice. So he said we were kind of banking that money a little bit, but it's still only on the CIP shows of 15,000.
sure.
So is just, we using any of that, you know?
You know, I think the plan is that we're going to try to get it under the $40,000, and I believe we'll be able to get there with the different option that the gentleman from SEH was proposing to us. I think originally when we looked at it, we looked at burying more wire than we were going to need to, trying to do a perimeter wiring, and I think there's going to be an option of doing something a little bit different to save some costs. And so I'm pretty confident that we're going to come in within that allotment that we have. Yep.
All right. Anyone else got questions for him? Or if I through it? Awesome.
Right. And then just a quick note to touch on the other capital projects. I should have included that. We have the Guthrie Park shelter re-roof on there, and now that, and as well as the Walton Skate Park repairs. And now that we've moved into spring and we're losing our snow melt, it's going to give us a lot more opportunity to meet with contractors and come up with a plan going forward. So we'll probably be bringing that back to upcoming meetings as well. But just wanted to make sure we kept that in mind.
What, you probably don't, you may know the answer to this. Do you know how long the skate park would be down then? I'm assuming.
I do not know.
You know, we haven't met with anybody yet. Brian Bachmeyer reached out to a company called American Ramp, and I think they may have been the ones that originally installed it. So they had come back with some rough ideas on resurfacing just the ramps. But I think after talking with Jeff Koesling, we understand that there's more repairs that need to be done. So we'll be reaching out to them for their recommendations and coming back.
I would guess it will be a couple weeks, for sure.
All right. I know that will be a big question that will be raised.
They want it fixed. It's like the fields.
Yep.
I just want to be able to give them an answer, you know, at least a rough idea.
Yeah, I think before we commit to anything, we would make sure that we have a project schedule and work that out. And
Okay, awesome. Then we're still budgeting for the 115 or less, I'm hoping.
Yep, that's at 115,000 in the CIP. Are there any other questions for me on that?
I don't know. I'm good.
And then I guess we could move on to the playground replacement recommendation. Just a little background from staff on that. I know with talking with Superintendent Koesling, we've had some issues in the last couple of years with some damage that's occurred at different structures within the system. And unfortunately, they've been on older playgrounds. I think there was a slide that was damaged at Everly Park by a fire. And because of the age on some of these, the ones that are 1995, 1998 of those vintage, it's becoming increasingly difficult to obtain replacement parts for those. So I know when that fire happened, we couldn't just order one piece for the slide. We had to order a new slide. So it's becoming more costly to maintain the older structures as well as even obtain repair pieces for those. So just wanted to give you a little bit of that background information from staff. Of course, it's up to the commission to make a recommendation, but if there's any other questions that you have in myself or Park Superintendent Koesling, we'd be happy to answer those.
Regarding, so now we'll look at Tanner as being the oldest one out there. Looking at doing a replacement there, but I know there was talk about trying to increase the pickleball courts or volleyball area. It wouldn't affect that area, I'm assuming?
No.
Where the playground?
Where the playground is, you mean? No, wouldn't affect that at all.
I just didn't want to invest and then in 2 years it'd be ripped out or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
And again, just a reminder that right now this has not been budgeted for, so this would be a recommendation if the funding becomes available.
Is this how you want to take it down, as you got it listed?
That's just what, from the dates they were put in, the year they were
Right.
put in.
Is
But
this kind of how they're aging? too?
yeah,
Is that-
Tanner's and Tilson, it's not a high use.
No, I think
And we just
Tilson,
added on to that one too, correct?
Yeah, we put a swing set in there.
Tilson just need a little paint touch-up.
Yeah, but it's
We
not a
worked
high
on it all the
usage
time,
park,
yeah.
so we don't get there's not a lot of volume of usage there. And then it's Tanner's for sure in the summer, obviously with all the rentals and the beach being there and everything there. And then my recommendation or my suggestion would be Tanner's Everly. So we had to get parts for Everly. It was enormously expensive for a slide. We couldn't just buy the sections of it. We had to purchase the whole thing. And that's how they have it. That's how they sell it. But
I think we ran into that problem before too.
yeah, but it's the older they're getting, it's harder to get parts for them, so.
No, I agree. I think Tanner's and Everly would be probably my two top contenders. I know Northdale gets a lot of use also,
Yep, it's high usage.
but I guess I would start with the oldest and work our way forward. Your guys' thoughts?
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's.
Agreeable.
Glenn?
Good.
Are we looking for a recommendation tonight then?
I believe we'd be looking for a recommendation, yes.
So need to make a motion, correct? So if we all agree on Tanner's, we'll make a motion to recommend to the council, repair the playground at Tanner's.
I'll motion for that.
Motion
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. Are there any other questions for me? Thank you.
Only that, I do have a comment, kind of, or maybe it's a question, I don't know. Eberly, because we've got two things going on, one to do, is it volleyball courts there, and one to do resurfacing. And when Brian was still in your position, I asked this question, could they be done at the same time to save costs on, doing everything? And I think his answer was they might look into that, but that would take the budgets from one year to another kind of work that out or something. It was kind of a complex thing.
Well, it's two different things. One's,
Yeah.
you know, being off in the playground set, and the resurfacing is a totally different deal where, you know, they take the path up and over. And I think they're planning that for '23.
Okay, so.
You know, there may be some benefit at the time to look at it if the funding is available, just like from a restoration standpoint, if it were the pickleball court or something, or the volleyball court were built there, I should say, if that were built there, and the tot lot were replaced, you know, there may be some ability to do some landscaping at the same time restoration work, which may save some money, but, you know, they would be two separate projects. And
I understand it's two separate projects, but if we're getting the equipment in there, you know, and all the costs associated with that,
I would think more the downtime with that versus
right.
being
Yeah.
a better opportunity.
but, I mean,
And then I'm not even sure how far the volleyball courts and the pickleball courts have gone on whether or not they're going to be done. I've not,
oh, well, then maybe it's kind of a,
at this point, I haven't heard anything, unless Jeff's got an insight on that.
I'll be honest with you, I was out, that's when I was sick. I don't even know where they're going.
But we sent you all the paperwork.
Do you have the location of where in the park they're going? Because I would like to know.
There was a
yeah.
tentative locations, they weren't in stone. Just
Yeah.
kind of showing how big they would be in comparison to the lot. So
can
there's
pull.
nothing.
here it is.
Yeah,
But like I say, I don't think it's really
think that's
gained any
the way
ground
it
at this
is,
point
though.
to even put on the program yet, on the CIP.
Correct. And again, I think that would be in the same situation on the tot lot that right now there isn't funding for it, whether it were next year or 2024. So I think we may be in the same situation.
Yep.
it's probably, we don't have to discuss it tonight. We'll
All right.
table it.
All right. Anything else, Jan?
No, no, I mean, it's tabled, so that's all right with me. I don't, you know.
Okay. All right, anyone got anything for Jim?
Nope.
All right,
Thank
awesome,
you.
thanks, Jim. And now, we'll go with Jeff.
I really don't have a whole lot, and what I was gonna discuss, I see Julie's got listed on her list with the rink, so alls I know is Nathan put out a really nice report last week. It was pretty neat to see the usage of the rink, so we'll include that in our, probably our next month's meeting, but it was pretty neat to see the usage this year and how it went up, so on how successful the trailers were for warming houses, so.
We got an ETA on when those getting pulled out.
When we can get a semi in there to get them out. It's not gonna be anytime soon.
So I'm assuming the cost factor is just
doesn't matter.
a
It's-
seasonal price versus
Yep,
a
yep,
monthly.
yeah, that's not costing us anything to have them sit there, so. Yeah,
Well, as it gets warmer too, it scares me a little bit for the vandalism.
well, hopefully they
picks up
leave
a
them
little
alone,
bit.
so, yeah. I'm hoping within a month, so if it's dries up enough, we'll get them in there to get them out, but I just know Julie's got listed on hers, so I'll just let her touch on that. So otherwise, no, it's nice, snow's melting, ball's coming, right?
How the fields come along.
They'll be
they
open
get in
tomorrow.
there?
Yeah,
Tonight,
we'll
or-
probably be cutting grass tomorrow,
Oh, they're
Steve.
gonna be asking.
They will too. They'll call by Friday. Are the
I
fields
know,
open yet?
right?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be on
The sooner the
60th
better,
Saturday,
right? Yeah. No, thank you. Unless any other questions, I don't have anything really.
Anyone got stuff for Jeff?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
Julie?
I've got the March update. I've got a few items. Our indoor market will wrap up this Saturday with the Two Sisters providing live music. We've had a really great year. Good numbers at every market. We had approximately 18 vendors and that we ended the season with. Nathan Timmons, who is the coordinator of that, does a great job. And he will start his focus on the farmers market now that we're wrapping up the indoor market on Saturday. Yeah, he does a great job. Warming houses, like Jeff mentioned, they're closed for the season. Public Works did a really great job maintaining the rinks, clearing them, and, you know, with the snow events, they really got to the rinks in a quick amount of time. like Jeff said, I will have a year-end report that I did just get from Nathan, and then I will provide that at the April meeting, so you can see those numbers and how those new warming houses worked out as well, so we'll have that. Our artist of the month, her name is Shalita Kelly, and she will be displaying her artwork beginning mid-March. She does not have that in place yet, so I haven't seen it, but she'll deliver that mid-March, and then she'll show March through April as well. Is that better? We have our best snow sculpture of Oakdale contest, and that is running through March 31st. So far, we've received 7 entries.
Better hurry.
The snow is melting very quick, so we may just end up with 7 entries, right? Yeah, so the theme again is snow castles, and the winning sculpture will receive a $100 Target gift card. So watch for that. I'll have that winner next month as well.
Unless we can get Jim to do his snow dance again. I don't think he wants to.
We've got a maple syrup class. We do that annually, and that'll be held on Saturday, March 20th from 1 to 3 at the Discovery Center. Participants learn how to maple syrup is made and how to tap trees as well. They go out there and tap the tree. And the class is full with 35, so it'll be a good Sunday at the Discovery Center. Yeah. We've got our indoor garage sale coming up on Saturday, March 26th, and that is from 9 to 1. Typically, we have 400 to 500 shoppers come out for that, and we are full with that one again with our booths. At 23 booths, and each vendor they both get 2 tables, so that'll be a busy day as well. So we'll start getting signage out for that and advertising that this week. Our mystery egg
I
hunt.
have a question
Yeah,
about
go ahead.
the garage sales, not indoor.
This one is the indoor.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
are they going to do the outdoor one like they did last year?
That is happening, as well. So that'll be, I'm not going to give you a date because I don't know that offhand, but I can get you that information as well.
But the
That's not
Oakdale,
It's not through the city, it's through the chamber, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Our mystery egg hunt, that'll be held on Saturday, April 16th, from 9 to 11. That'll be our big event for next month, April. We always get over 200 kids signed up for that, and that is max. Larry and Vicki Eberhard of Keller Williams Realty will again provide donuts, and they do a raffle for 2 bikes as well. So thanks ahead of time to them for participating and helping us out with that. So along with the egg hunt, there'll be games, crafts. We've got face painting that we do, petting zoo, snacks, and prizes for that event. Once again, I just want to let everybody know we're still hiring for summer program instructors. Starting pay is $14, and applications will be accepted through the end of March, so a couple more weeks until we will stop taking those. And interviews will be held in April for that position. I know I mentioned last month that typically we get a lot of applications, but we've received only a couple. So if you know anybody, have them send their applications my way. Okay. Summer programming, the special early edition of our summer newsletter will be available early April, and that'll be online only, so check for that. And that summer registration will begin on April 28th. And finally, our community walk, that's already starting April 1st, so just a couple more weeks before that kicks off. A few changes for this year. Miles walked, 150. It'll now receive a $25 gift card. 100 miles walked, a $10 gift card and a T-shirt. And 25 miles walked will receive a $5 gift card. So that'll be the new changes for 2022. So that is all I have. If anybody has any questions, I can certainly answer those. Good.
I got one for Jeff, since you're talking for him.
Yep.
How's his hiring process going for summer help?
How's Jeff?
We're looking. Yeah, we'll take whatever apps we can get, yeah. I think we only have 1 right now.
Really?
That's returning from last year, so possibly 2. So we usually have 6 in parks, so I know Streets has 2, 1, 2?
1.
1.
Forestry.
Forestry, and so, yeah,
What's the age?
18.
18 up.
Yep.
All right, anyone else got stuff for Julie?
Nope.
All right, commissioner comments. Anyone got anything they want to talk about?
I have a quick comment.
Yes.
Okay, so our wellness group, we do have a meetup website that you can go into to see what events we have going on. And that is Wellness 50 Plus Twin Cities under meetup. So if you want to see not only the events in Oakdale, but in all of Washington County, you should be able to access that and sign up for those events. They've got a lot going on and a lot of fun things, so.
Good. Glenn?
Okay, just real briefly, I'm also on the Oakdale Tree Board, and we just had our quarterly meeting about 2 hours ago here. Just want to let everybody know that we'll do our annual tree giveaway. It'll be on Saturday, April 30th. The choices are 3 deciduous trees and an evergreen. So the deciduous trees are a blue beech, the common hackberry, autumn brilliance serviceberry, and Medora juniper. And Lauren Coda felt that it should be up on the Oakdale website tomorrow, that you can go in and register for what tree you would like and to pick up. And that will be, let's see, it'll be between 9:30 and 11:30 on the 30th. So it's always a great thing to
Are
have.
they doing a drive-up on that one again?
Yes, that worked great
what I'd
last
heard.
year. And
It
so
did
we
work
want to
nice.
repeat
It was
that.
Cool.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it worked great. Setup.
Glenn? Or Mark? Sorry.
Nope.
Steve?
I'm good.
All right. We have no council member tonight. So then, just need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
You second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Right?
Opposed? Thank you and good night.
Congratulations to the new vice chair and ongoing chair.